think Kenya has to draw a line in the sand. It cannot be that our people will be taken advantage of willy-nilly, irrespective of what we contribute to the development and the peace and security of some of our friends. And that advisory, I believe, was the first advisory ever. And I was personally involved in it because I felt that a message has to be sent. That enough already, you know? It cannot be that the pilots, which is the case that we were facing last week in South Sudan, would fly help to people, and when they have an accident, that the pilots, it's an accident, imagine. Not only do you have to get over the trauma of the accident, but then they grab you and detain you in inhuman and savage conditions. This is unacceptable. No Kenyan should ever have to go through that, and especially not with our neighbors. I'm pretty emotional about this because I believe this is something where we have to have a quid pro quo. You do something to a Kenyan and there will be consequences. And they have to understand this, or else we don't have a foreign policy. We don't have, we're not protecting the rights of our people. So we have sent out an advisory to Kenyans telling them very specifically where not to go in Southern Sudan. We have invested a huge amount of resources of the taxpayer in this country for the last 20 years on working with the country of South Sudan. We believe in it, we're investors in it, and I don't mean material investors, I mean political and taxpayer resources, and we expect that we will be treated with respect in that country. We host tens of thousands of their refugees here. We feed them, we clothe them. Some are living right here in Nairobi as if they were Kenyans. And when somebody the mishap has happened with the two captains, and then they're treated that way, it's just unacceptable. We won't stand for this, at least not as long as I'm permanent secretary.